Hi guys, my name is Alicia Everett and I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. Before Beachbody, I was in the middle of searching for who am I. I feel like I did all of the things that you're supposed to do. Went to college, check. Got married, check. I am a mom of 2 kids, check. I was working in HR and I thought that would be fulfilling because I'm helping people. Yet I still feel lost and I still feel unfulfilled. Just in general, we had debt and so there was a lot of stress. But for so long, I would put it out of my head, like, you have a lot more than what people have at your age. You're happy. Be grateful. My wake-up call moment was I was at the gas station getting gas and I get back in the car and I just sit there for a moment and I'm like, is this my life? Is this my life? I go to work so that we could pay off the debt and not travel and not truly live? Is this it? And when I said that out loud, I was completely taken back and I just started crying. And that's when I realized, okay, something has to change. I was looking for a way to create an additional stream of income, and fitness was something I was excited about, I was passionate about, and how can I tangibly help women on their fitness journeys? The way that I found Beachbody is my mentor, Artina, reached out to me and I tried one of the workouts, Transform 20. I loved it. So she began to, just say, hey, well, I think you should consider doing what I do. It'll be a great way for me to learn. It'll be a great way to earn extra income. And I enjoy the workout. So why not? Initially, what I expected when I became a coach was I'm going to help all of these people, start their fitness journey and really find who they are. Now, what I've gained was everything that I just said, but for myself. What I found was something so unexpected. I found a community that I didn't know I needed. I've been able to overcome my fixed mindset because I am surrounded by women who are like, it's okay to want more. We're here to enjoy and live life. And now I just have a completely different outlook on life. I have a completely different perspective on what it means to want more. I have a completely different perspective on what it means to be appreciative as well. I also have an assignment placed on my life, which for me, my assignment is to show women or people in general that you can be more than what you believe that you are. Beachbody has become the vehicle for me to carry out my assignment. I have an opportunity right here.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our October Super Weekend. Carl, it is always so inspiring to hear how being a Beachbody coach can impact someone's life.
Yeah, it really is. We have seen so many of these success stories over the years. People join Beachbody for different reasons. Some want to hold themselves accountable to their own fitness goals. Some are looking for a way to supplement their income. Some are looking to expand their world and connect with a community of like-minded people. Some are seeking the feeling that comes with helping others. What's so powerful about our opportunity is that it can be all of those things.
I remember 14 years ago, one of our super trainers said that Beachbody was an opportunity to take people from where they are right now to where they want to be.
Absolutely. Where you are to where you want to be. It's so important that we remember that. When a coach is talking to a potential customer or a potential new coach, they're presenting more than access to great fitness and high-quality nutrition. They're presenting them an opportunity to move from one place in their life to another where they can feel healthy and feel empowered.
Right, and that feeling often has a powerful impact, not just on them, but on everybody around them.
We see it all the time.
Well, there's no better time than right now to create more and more of those success stories. Carl, every year we're always improving our solutions and launching new products, but every once in a while, we launch something that is truly revolutionary and creates incredible momentum for the business. I mean, we saw that when we introduced Shakeology, or when challenge packs and challenge groups started, or even the simplicity and effectiveness of 21-Day Fix and the Portion Fix containers, or our transition to the digital streaming platform. Well, Carl, I think we are at one of those moments right now. Let's take a look.
This is the time to put the effort in and time to work.
Let's saddle up and let's get ready for a ride. Are you ready to light it up? Say yes. We are gonna lift and sweat today. Thank you for joining me live. Let's do this.
Stay connected, come on. I'm right here with you.
I love the opportunity to be here with you in real time. Add in that resistance, all out intensity. This is your workout. You versus you.
You guys got this. Give me a couple more reps here.
This is about being the best version of you. Let's go, let's go.
Charge those knees. Get it up, get it up, get it up.
Push it, empty the tank.
You're here to get stronger. Stay breathing.
This is the one-stop shop for everything you could possibly want.
Are you ready for more?
Come on, podcast. I got a little shout out for y'all today. Y'all see Jess over there? This is her 50th workout. Let's give her some props at home.
Let's go, Sydney. I see you.
Yes. I see that smile. That lets me know you're working.
I promise, if you're in that cast, you are gonna work even harder than you do at home on your own.
I'm excited for this one. I hope you are too. Are you ready?
So I'm gonna break it down category by category for better success with your weight loss.
You guys, today we have a fixate spin on one of my favorite Greek dishes.
Let's go. Lateral raise. Fight through it. Work through it.
Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. Woo, I'm feeling the burn.
Make it count. Finish it strong.
You willing to push yourself to the top?
I hope to see you tomorrow at our next live class. Don't miss out.
This is so exciting, and it's happening right now. This is the biggest innovation in streaming fitness history. That's right, I believe Body and the Mixed Bike is the biggest innovation yet in the digital disruption of fitness. We've taken it to a whole new level. We've brought the in-home fitness experience to life, bringing you and your teams into the picture with the podcast, with popular music, with formats and production value that make every workout look like you're watching an awards show or the Super Bowl of fitness. Every workout feels like an event. Why? Because it is! The cueing our trainers give to the podcast is bringing a new level of technique and form that in-home fitness has never seen before. And we've turned that whole experience into theater with this incredible music, with this incredible production value. And day by day, it keeps getting better.
You know, Carl, I wish you could get a little excited about it.
Well, Michael, I am excited.
Well, it's worth being excited about. And you know what? With Team Cup going on, there couldn't be a better time for coaches to be promoting our solutions. Okay, Carl, even though with the launch of Body and the Mixed Bike, there is so much to take advantage of right now, we always like to give our coaches a little view on what's coming up. And since we're standing right here on the Job 1 set, why don't we give everyone a peek at what is coming this December?
Greatness is a choice. Health is a choice. Getting results is a choice. We know that making healthy choices is not always easy, but here's a thought. What if it was your actual job? What if the most important part of your job was to take care of yourself first? How much more consistent would your fitness and nutrition choices be if you knew that it was something you needed to do, something you had to do? Why? Because your health is not an option. Your health is a priority and your #1 commitment. It is your job. That's the program I'm creating and how I want you to start thinking about this. In this program, I'll target your entire body with a unique combination of 20-minute strength and cardio workouts that are purposely designed to be so efficient and effective, you'll want to keep coming back 5 days a week. Now is the time to make it just as important as any job you will ever have. It is time to choose you. Show up for yourself. It is time to make your health your #1 priority. This is the job you have always been waiting for. I'm Jennifer Jacobs, and if you want to get the job done, then make it Job 1.
All right, they're getting the bike in place because beside me right now is the one and only Jennifer Jacobs, our newest Beachbody super trainer. Now look, Jennifer, this is your first ever program for Beachbody. Hopefully not your last. This is going to be a very big deal. What's it been like for you to shoot this program here with us?
Like Sting says, it's like walking on the moon because first, it's my first. It's also a Beachbody first. And I couldn't be more in love with the process from developing the program, test group, to now rehearsals. And as you can see, my set feels like home, right?
Yeah, it's great.
Feel comfortable? Good. That's the intention. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel connected to me, like you're in my home, just as I'm in yours. We just wrapped filming cycling. It's exhilarating to be back on the bike, especially the mixed bike. We're filming Job 1 in English and French, Beachbody's first ever French language program, and I'm so excited to bring this amazing program to that community. It's been great connecting with the French-speaking coaches and customers. J'ai hâte d'entraîner avec cette communauté.
So you know what I was going for with the concept of Job 1? That was to give people a no-excuse program that makes their health the priority, 20 minutes a day, that would be effective enough to get them results in just 20 minutes, but not so hard that it would be like a 20-minute sprint. Now, what was your approach to development to meet that specification?
Job 1 is about prioritizing your fitness and nutrition, no matter how much you have going on in your life. It's not always easy making healthy choices, but your health is not an option. Your health is a priority and a #1 commitment. So we've designed no-nonsense 20-minute workouts that are approachable, that anyone can do at any fitness level, and that are so effective, you'll want to keep coming back for more. With my innovative training style, you'll hit multiple muscle groups 5 days a week for 4 weeks. Now, no 2 workouts are the same. You'll also have an optimal balance between strength and cardio. 3 days strength, 2 days cardio. This is where you'll build your stamina, improve your energy, and maximize fat loss.
Now, of course, you're famous for your rides. We talked about how they're optional in the program, though. So how will people who have a mixed bike or another bike, how will they know how to integrate them into the Job 1 calendar?
It's just that. Job 1 includes optional bonus indoor cycling workouts that you can choose to do on your cardio days to just add a little bit of variety to your routine. Now, if you have a mixed bike or any other stationary bike, you can try out one of my Job 1 cycling workouts. And I guarantee you, 20 minutes on the bike with me, you will reach new heights.
No, I saw them taping them, and these are amazing rides. Now, overall, who really is Job 1 for?
Job 1 truly is for anyone who wants to prioritize themselves, the way that they prioritize their job and their family. And I really think this is a game changer to help new people come into the Beachbody ecosystem, growing this community. People know that they need to do something, and that's why we have Job 1. Whether you're strapped for time, you're a stay-at-home parent, or your job comes with a desk and a commute, this is your time to focus on your fitness and nutrition.
That's right. I can't wait for the launch of Job 1. It's coming in December, and stay tuned. We'll be announcing the exact launch dates next week. Jennifer, thank you so much for bringing your talents to the Beachbody ecosystem. We're excited for this program. I think it's going to be a game changer for the catalog and for our coaches and customers to take advantage of. So
can't wait to help many millions make themselves a priority.
Right on. Thanks, Jennifer. Okay, guys, we're ready to reset back to 1. Look, when we put these new programs out, they are designed to help you do the job of coaching. And this one is going to be a winner. As Jennifer said, approachable for so many people. Now, or Michael, I can see you want to come back in. Come on in. You got something to say?
You know, as long as we're talking about what's coming in December, I just want to make sure that we mention that the delicious pomegranate berry bevy is coming to Canada on December 2nd.
Oh, it's one of my favorites. It's a sweet tea supplement with a healthy purpose. Has green tea extract and antioxidants. Now, let me tell you a little story. Even though Focused Energy Bevy is not available in Canada at this time, we do have the Focused Energy Shakeology Boost. Now, before we even had Focused Energy Bevy in the US, I would actually mix Bevy and the Focused Energy Boost, and it was the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. Canadian coaches, you have got to try this combination.
Okay, Carl, and oh, you know what? We almost forgot that a little treat that I know many of our US and Canadian coaches are really excited about. Peppermint Mocha Shakeology is coming back on November 2nd. As always, supplies are limited, so when we run out, we run out. So make sure that you and your customers act fast when it becomes available on November 2nd. Oh, and one last announcement for our coaches in France. Chocolate Recover will be arriving this October. Now, Beachbody Recover provides you the nutrition you need to help your body recover after your workouts. Combined with Beachbody Performance Energize, Recover will help you get the absolute most out of your workouts. Okay, well, Carl, we also have a couple great programs to kick off the first part of 2022.
Yeah, we really do, Michael. I think that many of you know that Ilana Molstein is having her third child this year. Well, while she's been pregnant, she had so many people asking about how she thinks about nutrition during her pregnancy. That's when she realized nobody really tells you how to eat when you're expecting. Now, knowing this could be helpful to so many women, Ilana created an extension of 2B Mindset that would answer those questions. And I'm excited to share that we are expecting to deliver our latest nutrition innovation called 2B Pregnant, due January 2022. Take a look.
That was good.
As a registered dietitian, pregnant with my third baby, my inbox is flooded with questions about what I'm eating right now. Everyone wants to know, how do I handle my carb cravings? How do I deal with nausea? And the list goes on. That's why I created 2B Pregnant. I love food, especially these days. And while it may be tempting, I now know pregnancy is not an excuse to eat for two. It's all about eating what's best for you and your growing baby. I'm talking about delicious, satisfying food that will keep you on track with a positive approach to healthy eating for moms-to-be. I'm setting you up with powerful tools to thrive throughout this critical time and giving you easy solutions to get the nutrients you need to feed you and your baby and enjoy every delicious bite of your pregnancy. Pizza, bagels, cookie bites, fries, you can have it all. 2B Pregnant even includes my effective strategies that I personally use to stay on track for postpartum success. These are strategies that will only make your life more streamlined and efficient and give you better energy to tackle it all.
That is awesome. And you know, based on feedback, a much needed program for our moms-to-be. So, okay, that's January. Then in March, we have another nutrition-focused program coming.
Actually, nutrition and fitness.
Right.
I'm really excited about this unique program. So many people suffer from gut issues, and it can have a major impact on all parts of their life. And this is something that Autumn Calabrese is truly passionate about. And I think that we can help a lot of people with this program. I had a chance to talk to her about her new nutrition and fitness program, the 4-Week Gut Protocol. You guys, I am here in the famous Fix8 kitchen with the creator of Portion Fix, Autumn Calabrese. Hello, Autumn.
Hello.
All right, this is very exciting because we are talking about the March launch, a combination nutrition and fitness program, but this one's super special. Now, let me set this up appropriately. First off, over 60 million people in the US alone have gut issues that affect their health, affect their well-being, affect the way they feel. Now, my understanding is that we did a survey back in 2019 and found that actually 81% of our coaches reported having gut health or digestive issues themselves. So, Autumn, here we are talking about a program called the 4-Week Gut Protocol that you've created, and it really came from your own experience and things that you were dealing with. Can you tell us what this program is about and where it came from?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this one for several years now. My gut issues, a lot of people already know this, my gut issues started almost 5 years ago. And my frustration was, for the first 2 years, I saw every specialist there was, and they told me there was nothing wrong with me. But I knew there was something wrong. I didn't know what it was. I was really scared, actually. I really thought that there was gonna be some bad news. I was losing weight unexplainably. I was slipping into a deep depression. I had bloating, I just had the gamut of things with no explanation. And it was sort of a last-ditch effort when I met with this one last doctor And she actually said, I think I know what's wrong. And she ran some blood work on me. And she said, you have food sensitivities that are pretty severe. We need to eliminate these foods and get your gut back in control, because your gut has been out of control for so long that despite how healthy you eat and how much you exercise, you're malnourished. And that to me was mind-blowing. And I went in from that moment on. I'm like, oh, how did this happen? I eat so healthy. Why did this happen? How am I gonna fix it? And then when I started to get in the research and learn how many people have undiagnosed food sensitivities, I really wanted to take what we do with Portion Fix and figure out how to start helping people with their gut, because it's the second brain, and a lot of our health lives in there.
Why don't you describe what people can expect from a program that, you went to a doctor to deal with this, and now you've sort of taken this, and I think you've called it sort of the gateway to trying to understand if you've got a gut issue.
Yeah, so guys, we're gonna do, it is an elimination diet, but I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna starve, Autumn's gonna have me on a soup cleanse, or I'm not gonna be eating. It's nothing like that. We're gonna be using Portion Fix, but we are gonna eliminate the major inflammatory foods, and we're gonna eliminate them right out of the gate, and then we're gonna go through different tips that I have for you over the course of 4 weeks. And it's gonna be really important to tune into your body and to pay attention to your body and to recognize, when do you start to feel better? If you were constipated, is that going away? If you were having issues with gas, is that going away? And even at the end of the 4 weeks, I'll teach you how to add the foods back in so that you can really test to see which ones might be irritating you.
Okay, now you mentioned Portion Fix. Will people be following a specific meal plan and recipes when they do this program?
Yes, so I've taken Portion Fix. It's gotten some new rules for the gut protocol specifically, but we're gonna use the food list. I've got a formula for you for using the food list to make sure you end up in the right calorie bracket. We've got Bobby creating new recipes for it specifically that you can use. We're gonna curate some recipes from the Fix8 catalog and put them in the program. Obviously, if you have access to Beachbody On Demand, then you have access to 500 plus recipes. We'll mark off a lot of those that are gut friendly, that don't have the inflammatory foods necessarily in them. So that's what they're gonna be following, but you still get to have the ability to decide what you want to eat, right? That's one of the most appealing things about Portion Fix, is it's not somebody saying, hey, you have to eat eggs for breakfast today and oatmeal for breakfast tomorrow. It's like, no, here's your containers, and mix and match them how you want to make the meals that you want. And I should say this, you don't have to have Portion Fix the Home program, nor do you have to have gone through Portion Fix the Home program to do the 4-week gut protocol. I am teaching you everything you need, because things change in it. Food lists change a little bit, the containers change, and things like that a little bit. So you'll get everything you need right there in the 4-week protocol.
So I understand the food elimination and helping people know what to eat, but how do supplements play into the program?
So we've got our digestive enzymes and our probiotics. I love the digestive enzymes. Those are there to help you break down your food, assimilate it, absorb it into your body. We all could use a little bit of extra help with that. As we age, we start to not produce so much. Stress can have an impact on that, so that's a great one to have. And then the other one is the probiotics, putting in the good gut bugs so they can help the good gut bugs. And then we are going to use, if people are drinking Shakeology, which I highly recommend also, we're gonna use vegan Shakeology, because dairy is one of the things that we eliminate.
Now, you said you were really sort of mystified. What's my issue? What's going on? And you had to try to figure that out. So who should do this? And just as important, when should they do it?
Honestly, everybody should do it. That's really my thought, is everybody should do it. If you're putting in all this work, right? If you're here with us, part of Beachbody, and you're putting in the work in your workouts, and you're putting in the work with Portion Fix, the last thing you want is to not be getting results. But if you have gut issues, you're probably not getting as good of results as you could get.
All right, let's talk about fitness, because along with the nutrition program, you're also creating a 4-week fitness program to go with it. Talk about that.
Super excited for this component of it, because when we're taking care of our gut, I want to take care of the whole body with it. And so this is 4 weeks for everybody, which I love. So it's 4 workouts a week over the course of 4 weeks. They're a little less than 30 minutes. One of the most special components of this is that there is no impact in any of the workouts. So even in the cardio day, it's zero impact. We're gonna work a different way than people are probably used to working. We're really gonna focus on the eccentric muscle contraction, which is great because studies show that that's actually where you can build the most strength. It's great, and I've been having the most fun creating it.
Well, it's awesome because I think this is something that's been missing from Beachbody On Demand. I know I get messages from people saying, I wish you had a no impact program for me. So some people, they might not even want to do the gut program, but they just want to do the fitness program. Well, it's going to be available with the 4-week gut protocol on launch. And I think what's really exciting the way you're doing it is we've got a larger cast, so we've got multiple ways to do the program. So really this is 4 weeks for everybody. 4 days a week, 30 minutes a day.
And really, I want people to understand that this is gonna be more moderate intensity. It's great for everybody because we can have these periods where we train really hard. But if we're training really hard all the time, that can start to elevate the endotoxins in our gut as well. And we don't wanna have that. But you're still gonna get an awesome workout. You're still gonna feel really good. It's still gonna help you reach those goals, whether it's weight loss or muscle definition. But we're just doing it in a different way.
Well, it's super exciting. Coming this March, the 4-week gut protocol with its companion fitness program, 4 weeks for everybody. Great job. Can't wait to release it.
Thank you. Me too.
That's going to help so many people. All right, well, a lot to look forward to, but there is a lot happening right now to grow your business.
Okay, so what should coaches be focused on?
Carl, I am shocked that you of all people would ask that. All right, look, when new coaches ask what they need to do to grow their coaching business, we always point them to the 4 vital behaviors. So let's go through them, all right? Number 1, be proof that the products work. Number 2, connect, invite, and follow up. Number 3, get people results. And number 4, do personal development.
That's right. So many people skip number 4.
Exactly.
Well, the business doesn't need to be complicated.
Absolutely. Well, you know, Carl, on each of these super weekend videos, we like to hear from a coach to give us their best practices. Today, we are going to focus on that second vital behavior: connect, invite, and follow up. Here's superstar coach Danielle Lichtai.
When I began to openly share my story and personal experiences, I noticed a positive change in my business. Actually, I can think back to that post where I shared about my transformation and how I was overcoming my struggles by using our programs and products. And that post, I was being super descriptive too on how I did that and what I was learning from it. That post got more likes, comments, and attention than any other post I'd done before. It made me realize that by sharing my story, I could really start to connect with people on a more personal level. I think it's really important that when you share your story, that it feels very authentic and it helps you make those connections in a way that becomes really organic when you're in conversation with people. I feel that oftentimes coaches get scared in really sharing their story and describing it because they feel like they might lose their audience. But what actually ends up happening is they never captivate their audience. Let's go ahead and start with the post. And more specifically, creating the post that will help inspire others. Instead of saying, I did my workout, I had my Shakeology, and I'm ready for the day, how about describing your daily workout routine? Share how you made time for it and why. Then be descriptive of the workout instead of just name dropping the program. Really build that curiosity around the workout you're doing so people ask, hey, what workout is that? Also, I really want you guys to keep in mind that anybody outside of the Beachbody community, they don't know those name titles like 645 or Let's Get Up. So it's really important, instead of just putting out there the name title of the program, that you're really describing what that workout program is, what it's like, and what your experiences are from it. Now that I've given you some tips, let me give you an example of what it might look like to share your story through your own personal experiences. So it could sound something like this. I knew today was going to be busy, so I adjusted my schedule to get up early before the kids woke up to get in a quick 30-minute sweat session. It's been so nice to stream my workouts at home. This morning, I did a fun dance conditioning workout with a high-calorie HIIT session in the middle, and then onto a tight and tone section where we slow it down and focus on muscle isolation. On top of it, the trainer's energy is fire. He is just what I need to get me rolling that early in the morning. I used to struggle so much with morning workouts, but now I'm learning to make it a habit. Can anyone else relate to not being a morning person? I often use a word web to dig deeper and really peel away the layers of my story. With a word web, what you do is you will use a specific word or topic and you will branch off from that in order to be able to tell your stories in many different ways. One of the keywords that I always use is reservations. And what I mean by that is my hesitations or obstacles that I had before I started my own health and fitness journey. I would place that word in the middle, and from there, I would branch off multiple different ideals that would help me tell my story in many different ways. So, for example, my reservations were, I was a gym goer, I didn't feel like I needed supplements, I thought I ate pretty healthy. Then from there, I branched off even more, going on to share how all those reservations turned into really me reevaluating my lifestyle and figuring out what really worked for me. So for example, I was a gym goer, but I also was paying $60 a month. I was putting my kids into the gym facility's childcare, which was always packed out, and it took me 20 minutes to get there. Next up was, I didn't use supplements. I thought that a lot of them had low quality ingredients. I was really impressed when I started to look into Beachbody supplements, and I noticed the quality that they put into their ingredients. And then the fact that I didn't feel like I needed them, I really honestly just needed to educate myself and realize everybody needs some kind of form of good, clean supplementation. What really got my wheels turning was when I watched Darren Orlean and him talk about monocropping and how the nutrients were starting to deplete in our soil. And then, like I said, I felt like I ate healthy. Honestly, all I was doing was looking at calories. I wasn't looking at ingredients and I wasn't looking at portion size, which really meant my nutrition game wasn't really all that on point. Then I took those ideals I had branched off of and I really started speaking to the girl I once was. You know, the one that was stubborn, set in her ways, and thought that the gym and a low-calorie diet was the only way to go. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you another example, but this time using nutrition. Instead of saying, I prepped my food today and I'm ready for the week, let's try being more descriptive and saying something like this. This weekend, I planned out the dinners for the next 5 days. I made my grocery list. I wrote down some of the key items that are easy to grab on the go. I've learned what works for me is meal planning and not so much meal prepping. So I have plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, plenty of protein options, and an assortment of healthy fats. I've now started to think in food groups, so I have a good nutritious balance. The nutrition program I follow has helped me learn the proper portions in each food group, so I'm not under or overeating throughout my day. Before I started this nutrition plan, I felt so lost in what to eat and how much in order to reach my goals. The old me just looked at calories only, and now I've learned to focus on portioning out the right foods and not just the low-calorie foods. Who else feels it's easy to feel lost in your nutrition journey with all these fad diets out there? By sharing posts like that where I became more descriptive and was really transparent and more open about my story, I really started to captivate my audience. Not only did I gain my followers' attention through sharing my reservations or obstacles that I was having, but I learned it was a really great way for me to also be able to personally connect with them and be able to reach out and message them. And if it was somebody who just liked a post, a message might sound something like this. Thank you so much for the support on my posts. I get nervous sharing my story, but I do it in hopes it might help someone that was like me. I honestly just needed someone to give me guidance when it came to nutrition. But first, I had to realize what I was actually doing wrong in the first place. Have you ever felt like that too? This is also a great opportunity to thank them for their support, but also to humble yourself and let them know that putting out your personal story isn't always easy to do in front of the public eye. I also take the conversations and I steer them in the direction I want them to go, which is being able to learn more about them and how I can relate to them. At that point, I become a listener. The more I learn about them, the better questions I can ask. And when I ask the right questions, I can lead that conversation that started out as a simple connect message into an invitation of sharing with them what it is that I have to offer. I also want to share if they come back saying, No, I've never felt that way. Then I would go on to ask them this question. That's great, that has never been an obstacle for you, but is there anything that you have struggled with when it comes to your health and wellness? I'm always interested in hearing everyone else's stories too. It's really important for you to stay interested and curious in their story. That way, when you're asking things like that, there's never a dead end. You can still continue to relate to them maybe in a different way. And if you can't personally relate to them, maybe you have a team member that does. That way you continue to connect with that person on a more personal level. But let me share, guys, there is never really a dead end. Even if that person comes back and they say, well, I don't really struggle with anything, then I would compliment them for having it all together, and I would invite them to coaching. And that invite might sound something like this. That is so impressive you have it all together. So many would love to be like you. And I'm sure they would enjoy hearing how you stay motivated and keep moving forward in your journey. Have you ever considered doing something in health and fitness on the side of your day job? When you're sharing your truth and speaking your story, conversations become a lot more fun instead of feeling forced. Over the years, I've learned to share my story in many different ways. But one thing remains the same, and that's the importance of being consistent. Being consistent on all social media platforms and in real life. I mean, you never know who's gonna need your encouragement at that exact time. The social media world is busy, and we often forget how many friends or followers who have not read our story before. Honestly, I think back to 7 years ago when I sat and watched my sponsor share about her coaching journey for 6 months. I read every post. I was like that fly on the wall, taking it all in, and almost like I was experiencing it with her. Through her sharing her story, that's the reason I took the leap of faith and I signed up to be a coach. I want you guys to just imagine, what if your story did that for someone too?
Thanks, Danielle. And that was really fantastic detail. Now, we've come to the end of Super Weekend, and it's been great to get everybody back together. And if you saw the end of Summit, you saw me maybe do a close where I was jumping around, sort of like crazy, repeating the words scrappy, relentless, hungry, unstoppable. I'm not gonna do that again. Because as crazy as I went, honestly, I didn't see a huge swell of activity. Despite my ranting, scrappy, relentless, hungry, unstoppable, I didn't really see it in August. So maybe I had it wrong. Maybe that's not what you needed to hear. Maybe what you need to know is that you can trust this system and just don't quit. Maybe that's the message that we all need to keep in mind. Look, we're doing something that's never been done before. You are a part of something that's never been done before. When I got so excited about BOD Interactive and this launch and this combination with this mixed bike, I get excited because I know that nobody does this the way we do it, where we support people. But sometimes you can get frustrated. It can be difficult to talk to people about this. You go on social media, you look at what other coaches are doing, you say, I'll do that, let me take that, let me do it that way, and you're missing the point. The point is, you need to be authentic to you. You need to trust that your story, your proof that the product works is enough. But if you relate that in social media consistently and repeat it so that people can start to really get familiar with, wow, her story is real. His story is meaningful. They're gonna relate to you and they're gonna reach out when they're ready to get their transformation. The important thing though, yeah, scrappy, relentless, hungry, unstoppable. What does that really mean? It means don't quit. It means trust the mission. It means trust the fact that this company that's been around for 2 decades ain't going anywhere. This mission ain't going anywhere except up. We're gonna help more people every single day. And we're gonna do that by working together. We're gonna do that by trusting the importance of people, real people, helping people with heart, not with great salesmanship, but by first being the proof the product works. And then when we say connect and invite and follow up, we're just talking about people connecting authentically. This is what I'm saying. On social media, I don't want to see you just doing what everybody else does. I want you to think first, before you do that post, before you do that story, where am I in this? Where's my real story? Where's my real proof that this is meaningful to me? Trust that person. Be authentic to that person. That's your integrity. Don't ever quit on that. Then, when people come in and you support them and you help them get results, now you're coaching. Just don't quit. Help them see it all the way through. That's the way 645 worked. That's the way Body's gonna work. Right now, I'm riding this bike, I'm loving it. But what matters is, through the end of the year, I'm not gonna quit. And I'm gonna support the people around me. The people who have said, I'm gonna ride this bike 2 times a week, I'm gonna do 2 body workouts a week, I'm gonna support them. You support your team. And then we talk about personal development. Keep doing your personal development. When you start to have self-doubt, when you start to wonder where your belief is, that's when you've got to pick up that book. Find the book that works for you. Nobody else can tell you what you need to personally develop. That's why it's personal. So you find the one that speaks to you. What is this weakness? What's holding you back from posting in a way that's authentic, from having that conversation, from talking to people in a way that has real gravitas? What I mean by that is that has your conviction, that shows that you are empowered to speak on behalf of a company that only wants people to get great results. And if they don't get those great results, they get their money back. Your job, just don't quit. Okay? So I'm not going to jump around. No yelling this time. All I'm asking you, believe in yourself. Be true to yourself. And just don't quit. We've got people to help. We've got products to launch. And we've got a lot of fun to have. So let's do that together. Let's be Team Beachbody. Because everybody is a Beachbody. So just don't quit. Let's keep helping people. Thanks for coming out for Super Weekend. Let's have a great October, November, and December.